Okay, guys.
Al, can you possibly put into words what that last minute feels like after a week you've had?
No, clearly emotional. I'm not going to lie to you, just an emotional week. And now we can breathe and move forward. You know, I was more worried than ever this week just because of what, nobody was really talking about Wake. You know, everybody was talking about the NCAA and obviously future scheduling. So I just tried to keep them going all week. I was hoping we would have enough in the tank, you know, just because of how emotional it was to have the ordeal over. We didn't really address it, but you guys gave it ample play, and I'm sure they were listening to you guys all week. So I'm just glad that we had a chance to come out here and find a way to win.
Coach, on that note,
you had said so many times in these last 28 months that you were trying to keep your kids focused on what they could control and not things that happened that didn't really involve any of them. So how much of a toll did these last few days end up taking?
Again, you give Wake Forest a lot of credit. I hate to. It sounds like you're downplaying the effort that the Wake Forest kids and coaches did. I thought they did a great job. I think that's one of the best coaches around, period. And it wasn't like we were sloppy with the football. You know, we didn't convert when we needed to convert. We didn't stop them enough on third down. But we finished. You know, we're learning how to finish, Tim, and that's something I'm really proud of. You know, the mental toughness. And again, I was just worried. I was worried about how much we had in the tank. Again, I could sit up here and say, hey, we were focused all week, and I promise you, I never worked harder in my life the last 72 hours to get them focused for a game. And obviously we have a chance to regroup tonight and move forward.
Al, when you said nobody was really talking about Wake, I just want to make sure, do you mean your
players? Not our players. No, our players were trying to get ready for the game. I don't think anybody on the outside was. I mean, obviously there was a sensational story on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, we weren't being asked questions. Obviously, we weren't available to the media. We weren't being asked or answering any questions about the opponent. So it was tricky, and I'm just glad we had a chance to come out with a win, Susan.
Coach, on Tuesday morning, your heart's racing, looking to see what the sanctions are going to be.
Yeah.
Flash forward for today again. How many more of the weeks like this can you survive?
Well, I think I was looking for the AD Tuesday morning. I mean, to me, they're all one-game deals. You know, I mean, I know. Again, the other ones we had a lot of turnovers, and in many respects, we were fortunate to be in that position. I didn't feel that way about this one. You know, we weren't sloppy with the football. They made some plays. We didn't make some plays. Again, they give them a lot of credit. They played tough. Our kids responded, and at the end of the day, at midnight tonight, this one's over. I don't think there's no carryover. I mean, we all know we're playing next week, and it's time to get ready for that.
But can you personally remember a week like this with the stress level intense?
No, it's impossible. It's impossible to communicate. To be honest with you, you can't quantify it. You cannot quantify it. I promise you.
Al, just talk about Duke and what he meant there in the fourth quarter.
Man. I mean, he ran with a purpose and an anger that we haven't seen from him. His stiff arm was awesome all day. He ran with his pads down, protected the ball, and he was clearly on a mission. And how about his conditioning? What tremendous conditioning. He gets knocked out of the game last week, and this week he's lowering his pads all day. Second and third effort. I mean, what can you say about the effort that he gave? I mean, I want to say, God, you guys help me, but was he like at 35 yards or something at the half? I mean, it wasn't much more than that, right? That's a heck of a second half, and certainly a heck of a fourth quarter.
How three straight games you guys have started off slow. How much of a concern is that with the two big ones?
Well, it's all a concern. It's just one big one, Andrea. To be honest with you, they're all just one-game weeks. They're just one-game seasons. And every game is its own chess board, and you got to make adjustments. I thought we made adjustments. Obviously, we were disappointed in the tackling with the long play, but I thought the defensive staff and the defense made some adjustments. It was a long period before they scored, after they scored early in the game. And we certainly found some surfaces to run the ball on late in the game, so I was proud of that. But again, we all know what this week is about coming up, and we'll regroup here tonight and tomorrow, get healed up and get ready to go. But I don't think there'll be any carry forward.
Al, at times, again, Stephen looked a little bit off. Is there a rhyme or a reason?
Well, again, I thought he did a good job, Beast, with protecting the football. I thought he did a good job with his decisions, you know, and to be honest with you, this is the best he's looked physically. Is there an element of that still? No. We're blessed to have a 12 o'clock game. It's not like we're on the road and we're going to get back at 2 or 3 in the morning. And we really don't have to practice them until Tuesday. So we really have half a day Saturday, all Sunday, all Monday, and I'm really hoping that will be the last little, 10% or whatever we need to get him over the hump. But he came out of it good. He came out of it healthy. Obviously, another 2-minute drive at the end of the game speaks a lot about his leadership and the belief that they have in him. And but I think we'll make progress here over the next 72 hours with him.
He's still missing on some makeable passes.
Yep.
Or some mechanics things.
Oh,
Or?
yeah. I mean, he's had to alter his mechanics. I don't think there's any question. We got to get him back to center, and we will. As I said, I thought he was better. He threw a great long ball to Stacy, not the one that he made the magnificent catch on, but the other one. But that was a great ball. We could have came down with that one. So again, there was a lot of throws that he did make, and I really believe, and I'm hopeful that he'll make that last little step this week. I really believe he'll do that in the next 72 hours.
Now, would you struggle on Tuesday morning when Blake, whoever told you 9 scholarships, no bowl, you accept, you're not appealing, and it's over? What does that seem like?
Again, I was trying to find Blake because I was supposed to meet him. There he is. I was supposed to meet him at 8:20, and I couldn't find him. So in my heart, I was going, what does that mean, So, and then obviously he got done with the president and informed me, and then he came down and addressed the team at 9:05. Obviously the kids were thrilled. But, that journey ended. But, 10 minutes later, you got to go out and prepare for weight, So I mean, that you want to talk about just an emotional roller coaster. And I know, for all of us, we really didn't talk about it all week. So I know they're excited about it now, and I know they're just thrilled that it's over. And we found a way to scratch and claw and win our 7th. You can't take any of the previous wins with you to Tallahassee next week. That's over. We got to get better at the things we got to get better at, and I need some guys to step up.
Coach, can you talk about, speaking of stepping up, Stacy from game 1 to today, especially with his increased role and Allen being banged up?
No, Brandon, I think that's a good point. He did a great job, and he's really doing good on his returns as well. He's making good decisions. He's a very mature kid, and when you sit in the meetings with Stacy, he has the right answers. They ask him questions, and he knows football. He loves football, and he studies it. So, again, great start for him. And obviously just a catch for the ages there, tremendous catch.
Coach, you ran the ball about 15 times out of the last 20 plays. Is that more because of Duke, or is that more because of what they were doing?
Well, we were converting on 3rd down, and that helps our defense, and we weren't doing that early. Actually, I should say that we were about 50% at halftime, but compared to what they were at the half, I think they were 7 for 9 on 3rd and 4th down. It just seemed that way. We just couldn't get them off the field, and. They had a lot of 3rd down, so it wasn't like they were making a 1st down on 1st down. They were taking the clock. They were 1st down, 2nd down, and then converting on 3rd down. That made it hard. I think their first drive was 7 minutes. So again, there's a lot of things we got to fix. We know that kids are in there being humble. They know what they got to fix, and enjoy this one here tonight. It's hard to win in college football. It's hard to win. And we had a chance to win, and now we're going to move forward, Susan.
Yeah, there's a lot more national exposure coming your way in the next few days, a lot more media attention. Do you think the kids are ready for it?
Susan, with all respect, there's been more national exposure over the last 28 months than any of us can handle. So if it's about football, we're all in. We are all in. You guys have a great Saturday.